This simply wasn't our best week. All right, let's just get the obvious out of the way. No one else on this team can score other than LeBron and Luka. Well, yes, we got Rui Hachimura coming back from injury, but he's on a minutes restriction. Gabe Vincent looked promising. I mean, he had some couple stinkers here and there, but the bottom line is we need more help. Now, we are going to get more updates on AR as a, month of January comes to a close, but still, I'm hopeful that we hear something like, oh, he's going to be back in like another week or so at the earliest. Also, I just want to go on this little rant real quick. Rich Paul, shut the fuck up. I mean, what kind of agent actually says this about other clients? And yeah, he did go on and say like, oh, when I'm on the podcast, I am podcast Paul or whatever that means. But still, you are an agent. At the end of the day, you are an agent, and you were even saying, quote, I would trade AR for Triple J on the Memphis Grizzlies. That no agent would say. No agent has a podcast, so why are you saying stuff? Just shut the fuck up. And what's even crazier is that Triple J himself even stated that he was confused and thought this was a deepfake. Now, to even break down that trade even further, AR and Triple J average the same amount of rebounds. So you're not like, no, AR is significantly, the much better player. So that trade just simply doesn't make any sense. Not to mention that his agency, Clutch Sports, also wanted the Lakers to push for a trade of Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent for DeAndre Hunter and also Miles Bridges, which again, what? Well, yes, we do need some help on the wings, but neither of them shoots better than Rui Hachimura currently. This may come as a surprise to you, but no one in the Lakers organization, reported by Jovan Buhan, even likes Rich Paul with these comments and also his podcasts. Later on in the week, we also got reports that Rob Pelinka is actually a huge fan of Jonathan Kuminga and would love to pair him up with Luka Doncic. Here's the deal though about Jonathan Kuminga. If we're going to compare him to somebody like Rui Hachimura, who plays the same position, Jonathan Kuminga isn't even the best shooter. He has played in less games than Rui Hachimura, as a collective throughout his career. And not to mention the fact that, yes, we are going to get better on defense, but our three-point shooting is still going to be terrible. So I honestly don't think that trade is worth it. Also got reports of the Lakers trade package, and that being Vando, Gabe Vincent, or Gabe Vincent and Maxi Kleber for lesser picks. If you guys pay attention around the league, the Phoenix Suns did something similar like that. Report is coming from Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo Sports, and even in the article, he doesn't even state Dalton Connect, which a lot of teams I would think would be asking for him. That trade package alone of Vando, Gabe Vincent, or Maxi Kleber, and without Dalton Connect with our 30, 31, or 30, 32 first round pick, it doesn't seem desirable. Quite frankly, it stinks. If the Lakers are going to go this route, maybe they can get a third team involved, but that's just wishful thinking at this point. Now, during this stretch, the Lakers lost to the Hornets, which sucks. We also lost to the Kings, which also sucks. But what sucks even more is that during the Hornets game, Gabe Vincent went scoreless, and apparently during that game at home in Crypto.com Arena, he got booed by the fans. But that's what happens when your team is the second worst shooting team in the league from three, which again, we have a winning record and we're just a couple games away from basically being the play-in tournament, and we're still above 500. Again, it's crazy to think, but yeah, our bench stinks and we need to fix that. Obviously, I've been saying this over and over again. Now, it wasn't all bad during this stretch. We actually ended up on a win against the Toronto Raptors, and also Drew Timmons drew a career high of 21 points. And also in tonight's matchup, at the time of this recording, we play against the Raptors. He actually got pretty good minutes. He played about 17 minutes and he dropped pretty decent numbers. Obviously I didn't see the game, which stinks. I would love to see every game possible, but yeah, from what I'm able to see, he looks pretty solid. So during his exit interview, Timmons was wearing this shirt right here. Now, I don't know where he got it from, but I want one. This week was just flat out terrible. Now, hopefully when we play against the Nuggets, we can go back into the winning columns. I mean, we are up one game right now against the Raptors, but yeah, this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. Also, at the time of this recording, we found out who's going to be the all-star starters. Obviously, you have Luka Doncic, SGA, Stephen Curry, Jokic, and also Victor Wembanyama. Now, there is a name on the starting five that caught attention of a lot of people, that being Anthony Edwards, but also LeBron James, which means LeBron James' 21-year consecutive record of joining the All-Star game as a starter is coming to an end. Also, I kind of want to throw in this little tidbit here and there, but 2 players voted for Bronny James to be an all-star starter. Also, another guard on the Lakers, that being Gabe Vincent, got voted 1 vote to be an all-star starter, which, why? Like, Bronny James I get because of his dad, but why Gabe Vincent out of anybody? Like for Bronny James, I can only see 2 people voting, and that would be his dad and probably Draymond Green. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, why are we giving him the vote? He wasn't even on the list. Yamcha was on the list.
Wait, why was I?
Halftime entertainment.
Frankly, I'm just happy to be included.
Those are my thoughts. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below. Now, with that being said, let's go on to the 5-game predictions. First up, per usual, we're going to be going over against the Lakers stats as of right now. Now, the Lakers are 6th in the West. They're teetering on the line when it comes to being a playing team. They are 27th when it comes to ranking in 3-point percentage. They also are 24th when it comes to assists. They're rebounding. They are 26th in the league. Their turnovers 20th, so not that bad, but also not that good either. However, their personal fouls, they do not foul a lot. They're a top 10 team when it comes to not fouling. And also their offensive record, they are 7th. Defensive record, they are 26th, being a bottom 4. That is disgusting. Their pace, they are 20th. And they also have a net rating, a -0.4, being 17th in the league. Now, in the last 10 games, they have been 5-5. And the good thing is they're not going up against any of these teams in a back-to-back. So they're going to be going into this relatively well rested. Now, again, the only good thing about this team is their ability to get offensive buckets. Now, how effectively can that happen? I don't know. It just depends on how the mood is, I guess. Because some nights, it honestly looks like we're a top 10 offensive team and maybe a league average defensively. But, you know, it just kind of goes up to what's the mood tonight. First game of the 5-game prediction is going to be up against the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are 3rd in the West. They also have the best record in 3-point percentage. That's going to be tough on the Lakers. And also they are 9th when it comes to assists, 24th overall when it comes to rebounding. And also their turnovers, they are 3rd. So they take care of the rock. And they also don't foul, being 3rd as well. Now, their offensive rating, they are the #1 team in offense. They are also a bottom 5 defensive team. So without Jokic, this team, I mean, it's not like Jokic is a world beater on the defensive end. But, you know, that's a big loss because he is going to be out against the Lakers. Now, Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon and also Hardaway Jr., they are day-to-day, but it's safe to say that 2 of those guys might be playing against the Lakers, but still, we gotta take a full advantage of Jokic not being there. The Nuggets pace, they are 26 in the league. They have a net rating of +4.7, making 7th in the league. Their last 10 games, they are 6-4. They are not coming off of any back-to-backs. So this team, again, they're good at threes and they take care of the ball. But without Jokic distributing the ball, I don't know how effectively this team is. I don't keep up with the Denver Nuggets. Obviously, this is a Lakers channel. But even without Jokic, Murray's gonna go crazy. Aaron Gordon might go crazy and score a lot. But the rest of them, I don't know. I mean, Murray always turns into like prime Kobe Bryant for some weird reason when he plays against the Lakers. So I don't want to see the Nuggets win, but it's more likely that they're going to lose because, again, we have LeBron James and Luka Doncic who are been balling, but it's the bench. That bench unit is scaring me. So I might say the Lakers lose against the Nuggets just off of that alone. Next game is going to be up against the Clippers. Now, the Clippers are 11th in the West. They also have a top 10 record when it comes to 3-point percentage. Also, when it comes to assists, the Clippers are bottom in the league when it comes to that. So I think the game plan for the Clippers should be to double Kawhi or Harden and, force them to push out to the perimeter because, again, yeah, they are a top 10 team when it comes to shooting the ball, but I could live with that rather than Harden or Kawhi getting hot. And let me tell you, Kawhi Leonard in the past couple games has been really good. He's been hooping, but that still doesn't save him from having the worst record in the league when it comes to rebounding. Turnovers, they are ranked 18th. Personal fouls, they're a top 5 teams. Again, they're not fouling, which is good for them. Offensively, they're 12th. Defensively, they're 21st. Pace, second slowest team in the league. And they also have a -0.9 when it comes to net rating, being 19th. And in the last 10 games, they are 8-2. So this is the second best team in the last 10 games the Lakers will be playing against. Again, they're not coming off any back-to-back, so well-rested Clippers team. And again, the good thing about this team is that they're not fouling, and also they're a top 15 team when it comes to offense. But again, if the game plan is going to be to double either Harden or Kawhi, then surely the Lakers should take advantage of them also being a poor rebounding team. But since also they're 3 spots below league average, I feel like Luka's going to have a field day when it comes to drawing fouls. Even Smart is going to be drawing some charges here and there. So against the Clippers, I say the Lakers win. The third and final West game the Lakers are going to be playing against is against the Dallas Mavericks. Now, this is the game that I really want to commentate and watch because it's Luka going against his old team, and we all know how that goes. The Mavericks are ranked 12th in the West. They're also 26th in the league when it comes to three-point percentage, so one of the worst teams that shoots the three ball. Assists, they are 19th. Rebounding, they are ranked 13th overall, but they get 10 offensive rebounds. That's scary. Turnovers, they are ranked 19th. Personal fouls, they're the second best team at not fouling, so they're only giving on 19, which is crazy to think about. But in any case, offensively ranked 27th, one of the worst teams in the league offensively. Defensively, top 10 team in defense, so it's not an even split, to be honest, but I think the Lakers can handle their offense because we have a slot better than their offense. We are 26th to their offensive record of 27th. It's that defense that's really going to kill us. Now, their pace, they're one of the fastest teams in the league, being a top 5 team, being 4th in the league. They have a net rating of -2.8, being 23rd in the league. And in the last 10 games, they have the same record as the Lakers, being 5-5. And also, this is the only team against the 5 teams that the Lakers are going to be playing against who are going to be going up against any sort of back-to-back. Now, this is the first night of a back-to-back, but it's still a back-to-back to say the least. Now, the first nights are obviously a lot easier for the opposing team, or any team for that matter. But especially when you're a fast team who does not foul and is a top 10 defensive team, the Lakers are going to have a tough time, scoring the ball. But still, the Lakers are going to find ways to put the ball in the basket because, again, everything else this team stinks at. I mean, they can't shoot the 3 ball. Yeah, they share the rock. Of course, they get reboundings and they're above league average. But other than that, I don't see the Lakers losing against the Mavericks. I just want to keep it real with you because, again, Luka Doncic tends to turn up against the Dallas Mavericks. Maybe LeBron James could, help out a little bit more when it comes to perimeter defense, but he's too old, and quite frankly, his defensive capabilities are basically out the window at this point. But in any case, I do have the Lakers beating against the Dallas Mavericks. First game in the East is going to be against the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are 9th in the East. They also have the 13th best record when it comes to three-point percentage. They are 3rd in the league when it comes to sharing the rock. They are 8th in the league when it comes to rebounding, so that's really good. Their ranking, when it comes to turnovers, they are 11th. Personal fouls, they're the number 1 team. Not fouling, only giving out 18.9. That's really good. Offensively, they are ranked 18th. Defensively, they're ranked 24th. Pace, they're ranked 5th. So again, another really fast young team that's going to kill the Lakers. Their net rating is a -2.8, being 22nd in the league. Last 5 games, same thing as the Lakers and Dallas Mavericks. They are 5-5, not coming off a back-to-back. And again, this is a team that's fast, does not foul, and likes to share the rock. This is the worst team the Lakers could be facing against. And I really do wish I can just sit here and say like, oh, the Lakers are going to beat the Bulls. I mean, they're rebuilding. They're going to be one of the biggest sellers at the trade deadline. But still, they're a league average when it comes to three-point percentage. They share the rock, so there's going to be a lot of ball movement to get the best shot possible, and the Lakers simply can't protect around the perimeter like that. And also, I have Vietnam flashbacks of Josh Giddey hitting that buzzer beater. Man, if LeBron James didn't fumble that inbounds, we could have won that game, but I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, this is one of the teams that the Lakers are going to have a hard time playing against. So I'm going to keep it real with you. I honestly think we're going to lose against the Bulls. In the second game of the East, we're going to be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are 5th in the East. They also have the 14th best record when it comes to three-point percentage. They also share the rock pretty well. They're a top 10 team, being 6th in the league. Rebounding, they're ranked 14th, but they get the most rebounds out of any team on this list, getting 11.9 when it comes to offensive rebounds. But when it comes to defensive rebounds, they get 32.4, which again, the Bulls, they get 35 defensive rebounds. That is the most out of any team on this list that the Lakers are going to be facing against. But continuing, the Cavs are 12th when it comes to turnovers, 20th when it comes to personal fouls. So not the best situation, especially if you're the Cavs. But the good thing about this is that the Lakers are desperately going to exploit that weakness, because you got guys like Smart, you got guys like Luka who foul bait so much that, again, If these guys were on your team, you would be happy. If they weren't on your team, you will be annoyed. I mean, that's what happens with guys like SGA and stuff like that. But regardless, offensively, top 10 team, they're 8th. Defensively, they are league average being 15, so that's going to kill us. They have a pretty good mixture of both defense and offense. And they're also really fast, being 6th in the league when it comes to pace. They also have a net rating. This is going to be the second team with a positive net rating of 2.6. And in the last 10 games, they've been 7-3, not coming off of back-to-back. So, again, this is a team that's fast, shares the rock, and also scores the basketball. Overall, they have a good mixture of both offense and defense, which the Lakers cannot compensate. I mean, we can be good at one area and we can be decent in the other area. If we can, stay competitive with the Cleveland Cavaliers, maybe we can push this into overtime. I don't really see the Lakers beating against the Cavs, especially when they share the rock and they don't really turn over the ball. They take care of the ball really well. Those personal fouls being 20th. Yeah, they're definitely going to exploit that because that's the highest out of any team that the Lakers are going to be facing against. But it's a simple fact that the Cavs have a young core. So that's why I'm saying the Lakers are probably going to lose against the Cavs, which means out of the next 5 games, I have the Lakers having a losing record of 2-3. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if they go like 3-2. I don't see him like sweeping any of these teams. I don't see him having a positive record. But yeah, in any case, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Click like, share, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you never miss out on any other live shows or videos when I get posted. And until next time, everybody, see ya and stay safe.